are so hard to open? Like, why? Like, what was the reason for that? Probably so kids don't drink them. I could hardly get it open myself. So I just drove to the first high point, which was Delaware. And that was Ebright Azimuth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Ebright Azimuth? Ebright Azimuth? I don't know, but either way, I drive up there and it's basically impossible to park anywhere. I get there and there is like absolutely no parking. So I drove around a few times to try and just like snap a picture of it. And it was kind of frustrating, but I mean, I got a picture of it. So I was still there. I still have proof that I was at Ebright Azimuth. Okay, so one down for the weekend. That makes 11 total. And I got 4 more to do this weekend. The next one that I'm headed to now is High Point State Park in New Jersey. What you doing, Lucy? What you doing? I just had Wawa for the first time, like the made-to-order food. It was okay. I mean, I just feel like there's like a debate that goes on about, you know, is Sheetz better or is Wawa better? Is that really a debatable topic? It's both. It's gas station food. It's either you're eating garbage here in this state or you're eating garbage here in this state. It doesn't matter. You don't go there to make a food review. You go there because you're hungry, right? Like, what the heck? Oh, well, Sheetz has nothing on Wawa. I don't know. It was kind of dry. It's all just garbage. Why are we debating this? We made it to High Point State Park in New Jersey. I went to the park office at first, and apparently there wasn't an option to hike it, only an option to rent skis and navigate it that way. But I didn't have time for all that, especially with the dog at my hip, so I went ahead and just drove to the top and enjoyed the view from there. Lucy kept watch while I chilled on this bench, and we walked around the monument in some pretty brutal wind chill. I still managed to take some pictures despite not being able to feel my hands, and really tried to just enjoy the moment, even though it was quite freezing at the top. I called it a day from there and drove to the motel for some much-needed rest. Hi Lucy. Hi Lucy. So I stayed in this random hotel in Connecticut called Hitching Post. So you know I'm far out there right now. And I stayed here because I would be close to the next high point, which is Mount Frisell in the High Point in Connecticut. And then from there, I think I'm heading to Massachusetts. So, and after that, we'll see if I can get Rhode Island. We'll see. And that would make 5 high points in one weekend, which would be definitely a record for me. It's all possible when you don't sleep, you know? So here we are, and heading to the next one. I did actually get some sleep, so don't worry too much about me. But I got Lucy with me. She's been crushing it so far. I know. You've been crushing it. You've been crazy. She's also just been obnoxious because, you know, she's a dog. But the shadow that you're seeing definitely, like, feeds into the vibe of, like, being in the middle of nowhere in Connecticut. It's just like, this is spooky. Like, I checked in here and I thought maybe, just maybe, I was going to get murdered. But, you know, we're here. Lucy barked a few times. Lucy, look. You ready, Lucy? You ready for this? This poor dog, like, does not know what she's getting into. Like, when she, like, came home with me, she had no idea what she was signing up for. I've been taking her around all these places. and she probably has no other way of life to think about. But I'm just glad I can give her this exciting time in Connecticut, you know. Lucy, now what do we do? Now what are we supposed to do? Now what are we supposed to do? So as you can see here, there's only one road that goes to Mount Frissell, and I tried accessing it by a few different areas around here, and the roads are closed, they're really snowy, and there's no access to Mount Frissell. So what I did is I drove around. And I got into Mount Washington State Forest, and I'm trying to find it a different way.
2 hours later.
Yo, I'm literally that close. You would think I would be able to find it. I found the freaking trail, man. I don't know how. I lost hope like a few times, honestly. And then I saw the GPS and I just said, screw it, I'm gonna make my own route. And which is like what they did back in the day. I realized what I'm doing is just like following a map, but I tried so many different routes and try to get the GPS to reroute me somewhere else, but it kept funneling me down to that road that was closed. And I was like, and then I kept seeing road closed signs for the season and stuff like that. But I found Mount Washington State Forest by going around and going into the state the other way. And I just kept driving, and I thought, and what was gonna happen was I was either gonna hit a closed road again, or find the trailhead, and I miraculously found the trailhead. And I guess that's why you don't, I was very close to giving up, but I'm glad I didn't. We're here, Mount Frissell, it's 1 mile, and I'm a little behind schedule at this point, but we're gonna get it done and then go to the next one. I hope the next one is just there. Like, I hope it's, you just see it and you don't have to like drive around like a maniac trying to find it. Let's see. We got Mount Frissell done, and now we're headed to Massachusetts to do Mount Greylock. I was thinking of just driving to it, but it looks like that bypass is closed, or whatever road that you can drive up to is closed. But there is a trailhead. It will be about 6 miles, and I should just have enough daylight to complete this hike. And then the final high point would be Rhode Island. And I might be able to do that in the dark because it's one of those that you just drive to. So I'm still looking to get 5 done. I've been like kind of going back and forth as to how I should go about this, because I kind of ran out of time because I was looking for Mount Fristle for like 3 hours. But yeah, I mean, it seems like I'm able to get this big hike done, and then if I have to like visit the last one in the dark, then I think I could do that. Might as well get it done while I'm here, because I don't think I'll go all the way to Rhode Island just for a high point that's like a 3-minute walk. So Lucy freaking crushed the Mount Fristle. Everything I was worried about originally, like, is she gonna hate it? Is she gonna slip and slide? Like, it was no issue for her whatsoever. I was doing a lot more struggling than she was. Man, I could already tell this one's gonna be tough, especially after Mount Fristle, which was also pretty tough. But that one was only like a mile up and a mile down. This one is 3 miles up, 3 miles down, but it's a little more gradual, so that's good. But I'm definitely starting to feel the exhaustion from this weekend, that's for sure. But I'm not gonna go down without a fight.